Today, guys, for the first time ever, I'm attending the National Farm Machinery Show. I'm super excited. I've never been this far north to visit and see this side of the industry. We've always went to Macon, Georgia, to the Moultrie Ag Expo, but this is the Mecca. We're gonna see some tractor pulling tonight. We're gonna see every make and model of equipment, and we're gonna be talking to some companies about potentially selling their tractors at our new tractor dealership. Look, check out this big Deutz-Fahr 6160. This is a big tractor, guys. This is not something I'm used to seeing down in Florida, but let's head inside and check it all out. Guys, where do we start? We're here at the Coyote booth. Right off the rip, right when you come through the door, they've got this wolf statue. I don't even know what this thing is, but it looks like it's made of spare parts, maybe parts that are sent back for warranties, like 3-point arms, backhoe buckets, transmission gears, AC. I mean, like, hopefully this isn't their warranty department of engines and parts that came back, but it's a lot of stuff in there. Now this company right here, Ironcraft, has actually come a long ways. It used to be Titan implements and attachments, but we've been thinking about selling this company, but glad to be able to see some of the products they have in person. What's really cool about these tires, I don't know if anyone knows this, on bush hogs, these are actually repurposed pieces of rubber. It's recycled rubber. Pretty cool fact. Now this is a big tractor right here, guys. Look at this thing. Versatile. It's not like a huge big brand here in the US, but they are worldwide. And it's crazy seeing how big these tracks are and seeing a dry shaft this small down here that turns everything. I'm guessing that's the PTO shaft right there, but pretty wild the way torque and everything works. But look at those tracks. This thing is huge. I think I've seen an engine right around the corner here. Obviously they run Cummins. Look at this. That's sick. Too bad someone doesn't make like a chrome bolt kit we can just buy. All right, guys, we're here at the LS Tractors booth. This is one of the companies we're most likely going to be selling new equipment. They've been around for quite a while, but they're one of the few companies that actually doesn't build 12 other machines for other companies. And they're just a great little machine. They're made in South Korea. They do make all of New Holland's compact tractors. So we'll see some here at the booth right here, and we'll show you that. And then we'll go over to the New Holland booth, and you'll get to see the same tractor, but it says New Holland. But LS actually builds the New Holland compact tractor, so check these things out. Now this right here is the Mac Daddy. This thing's 525 horsepower. This thing's huge, dude. Steiger series. These tracks are as tall as I am, man. That's wild. This thing has to weigh an insane amount. I'm pretty sure they run a Cummins engine in them or an Iveco or something like that. I'm not sure. Holy cow. This is like a really nice machine, obviously. $1 million machine. You could have a Lamborghini for that. A really nice one. All right, so right here is the new John Deere 9RX. It says 830, so maybe it's 830 horsepower. I don't know. But this thing is massive. Look at this. This one might be a little bit taller and bigger than the case. Pretty serious. Look at that engine, though. That hood. Something else. This thing's probably, how much do you think? $1.5 million? Comment down below how much this thing cost. This thing is serious, dude. Oh my gosh, look at the back section. Dang. All kinds of hydraulic pumps and things going on in this thing. This is crazy. Actually crazy. Big old hydraulic tank. So right here is TYM tractors. We actually used to sell these things brand new for about 10 or 12 years. My dad did. They used to be a really great machine until this company essentially sold itself out to buying. They bought the brand Branson tractors. They build Rural King tractors. They used to build Mahendra tractors. Mahendra said, we're done because you're building a shit product. And they still sell their own brand, but the problem is they've tried accomplishing too much. They couldn't focus on their customers and warranty. So this is the only brand we're going to be here and stand in front of and say they're not the greatest. Up until, for the last 2 or 3 years, they just went to complete hell in a handbasket. This is some of the stuff we came here to see. Tonight, we're going to see some tractor pulling, hopefully. Jack and I are pretty dang tired, but we're going to stick around and watch it. It's like a 3,500 horsepower diesel monster right here. Probably more than that, actually. But here is the New Holland booth. We're going to check out some combines. Look at the tires on this thing. There's like hardly any tread, and the reason they do that is they spin so fast. Look at the disc brakes in there. That's crazy, ain't it? All right, so here we've got a combine. Now, what kind of plant this thing is sorting, I have no idea, but look up inside here. Lots of moving parts. Lots. What kind of corn, is this a corn head, I think? I don't know. What kind of head is this thing? Comment down below, guys. I want to hear it. Have you guys ever run John Deere, Case, New Holland, Fendt? There's all kinds of other brands we're going to get to check out while we're here, but Jack just said we can go rob a bank with this. The people eater. Dude, check out the color on this thing. This thing is really similar to the color of our Scania. It's pretty wild, ain't it? T8 435, so 435 horsepower. I think that might be a fuel tank. This is a big daddy right here. This is a nice little machine too. Look at this. Everybody's going to like these new sleek designs. They're starting to look really nice nowadays. Compact but powerful. So here we have the Kubota booth. Great machines. I've got a Kubota zero-turn mower myself, and I think it's a beast, but starting to feel the difference in carpets yet? They're getting nice. And it's like the more prestigious the brand, the more expensive and nicer the carpet gets under your feet here at the show. This is their new tracked mini skid steer, the SCL 1000. Pretty legit little machines. Now, if you guys haven't ever wanted to drive underneath one of these while they're going down the road on your motorcycle, we can't be friends. This is a Apache boom sprayer. These big aluminum things fold out into a giant boom. It's crazy. They're also air ride too. Check that out. Big airbags right there. They just kind of like float down the highway. So many cool things here. I wish we had more than one day to be here. So check it out, guys. Dixie chopper. We used to be a Dixie chopper. My dad did years ago. They used to put two engines side by side on the back of these things way back in the day, but now they've got a robot mower. Pretty dang slick. Check that out. It's only 40 grand, no big deal. Dixie chopper must have been acquired by Bush Hog because they're on the same tile flooring. Look at that, 20-foot Bush Hog mower. It's crazy. There's also Rhino is up above our heads, so I'm assuming they're all owned by the same parent company at this point. Pretty wild. So another brand we're looking at selling is Woods Mowers. I'm basing all of these brands of stuff I want to sell off of equipment my dad used to sell back in the day. And Woods and Rhino, he sold both of those brands. And Woods is a great brand. They've been around a long time. But everything, what I really like about these mowers is everything is greasable. Every single thing on these mowers is greasable. So longevity at its finest. We're going to find some really cool and unique products next. Let's go find some stuff. Right around the corner from Woods, we found the Toro robot mower, the Haven Smart Yard. This thing got a camera on it. It's gonna be spying on the next door lady sitting by her pool. Watch out. This is the all new Cat 275. This thing is a monster compared to some of the other 259D, the old school Cats, and the 255 right over there. Things have changed a lot. This thing is turning into like a full-size loader. I wonder what this thing weighs. Is this a spec sheet right here? Weights 12,500 pounds. You're not putting this on your little 14,000 pound bumper pull anymore. This thing's a beast. I keep going back and forth. 111 horsepower. That is insane. Crazy. Just look at the size of the loader arms on this thing. It's like a Cadillac on the inside. So over here now at the Fendt booth. This is a worldwide brand. Most of these are worldwide brands, but I've seen lots of these in Finland and Sweden when I was visiting. And these are just massive, sexy looking machines, if I do say so myself. Got the old Michelin man on there. Big dudes. A 936 Vario. Dude, look at that combine right there. Look at the head on it. This thing's huge. It's crazy. The carpet is definitely getting nicer. All right, so what we need to do, we still need to find something really incredible. And that's this track machine right here.
They've got, like I said, 30-something pages.
The hood is as wide as Jack's Miata. Wow. An 1162. Comment down below, guys. What horsepower is this thing? Take a guess. So this is a weaponized manure tank here. What it does is it sucks up all the manure out of a manure pond at like a cattle farm, and then pumps it out to a fertilizer truck or whatever. But what's really cool, right, are these 28L26s with wheels in the center of them like we would have on a mud truck. It's crazy. It's like when they designed this, they knew what they needed to do. But look at that big boy Cummins engine right there. It might be an Iveco, I don't know, but this thing is just wild. These big tanks, they're ballasts to help it float. I've always wanted to see one of these things in person. This thing is crazy. It's got all kinds of pumps and tanks and pipes. It's like a giant poop hydrant. Yeah. It's remote control too. So no driver on it. See that box right there holds the remote. 100% remote control. Dude, look at this thing. Holy crap. That's a water pump right there and a half. Crazy. All right, so I know we're here at the Farm Machinery Show, but Felice Performance, some guys we've done a lot of cool stuff with in the past, has got some cool stuff. A billet aluminum Cummins sitting here. The turbo, bigger than my hand. That's crazy. They make all kinds of cool stuff. Drop-in pumps. Look at his billet turbo wheel. Oh, that's insane. The forged piece of aluminum it starts out with, and it gets milled down. It's crazy how heavy it is. And then to this where there's like nothing left, but that's really cool. Really, really cool. JCB. These are some really sick products here. I think they're assembled in Savannah, Georgia now. That thing is wild. It's like a little backhoe loader skid steer. Look at that. Let's check it out. So it's got an extendable boom, sliding system. It's got a chair that turns and twists, and it's got a skid steer bucket system on the front, and it's on tracks. This looks crazy expensive. We made a full circle. We had the Deutz outside, now we got the Deutz inside. And these things were a really popular brand of tractor. I don't think they were Deutz-Fahr back in the day, but now they're Deutz-Fahr. But back when they were just Deutz, they were actually an air-cooled diesel engine. It was really popular amongst hay farmers and people working in the orchard industry because they had to worry about their tractors overheating from dust because this thing had a huge blower. It just blew across cylinders like an airplane engine, keep them cool. But all kinds of specialty equipment. They don't make any smaller tractors, mostly big tractors. They are really interesting equipment though. Really nice. They're definitely getting really popular here in the US. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the inside of a baler before. It makes round bales of hay from grass and stuff in your fields, but there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of turning parts. This one actually has an automatic greaser, which is really cool. Right here is where you put your tube of grease in. And it's got all these little hoses that run everywhere to keep everything greased. One of the number one problems of failures with balers is that people don't grease them, and then bearings go bad, and they cause sparks, and then woof, fire happens. But this is where you put your ex-girlfriend or people you don't like. Just roll them up into a round bale of hay. So we're having to think of every avenue with the tractor dealership. ideas and how we're going to structure this, right? So we've got we're going to sell LS tractors and used equipment. We're going to sell some kind of a implement company, Bush Hog, Rhino, whatever, or even Ironcraft or a different brand of attachments. But then we also need to cover trailers, because we want our customer to come in and be able to buy every single thing they need. They can come in with their pickup and drive away with a trailer with everything on it. And this company right here, Coyote, we just met, they're in Ohio, and they have really great price and really good looking trailers and equipment. So definitely potential. But right here behind us are Mahendra tractors, which I would love to be a Mahendra dealer, but our friends at Mountain Farm, where we buy tractors from, only 45 minutes down the road from us, is already a Mahendra dealer. So they're not available on the market, but I do want to check out Mahendra and see what their latest models are, because my dad was the first Mahendra dealer in the early 90s in the southeast in Florida. So I want to check out and see what they've got going on with some of their new tractors. So guys, after seeing these Mahendras, the new ones that have come out, and comparing them to the new LS tractors, I'm being frank, I'm a big Mahendra guy, but these Mahendras really look and feel a little cheap as far as the operational controls and the looks of the machines compared to the LS. I don't know, I think Mahendra may be on the decline. They've kind of planed off, but LS, everyone I've talked to is like, those guys are really on the up and up. But enough of Mahendra, let's check out this class. Now this is a serious machine. A lot of the other manufacturers out there, the tractor articulates in the middle. The tracks actually turn. So the machine stays stationary, it doesn't articulate, so it actually shortens the machine up quite a bit. But look at all the hydraulic connections. You've got hydraulic connections for days. You've got big, huge auxiliary hydraulics right there. You've got air brake connections, because I believe that this machine actually operates off of air, the braking system at least. And it has an air ride cab. We should check that. I think it got a built-in winch. Oh, it's just a pull cable for the front of it. So 650 horsepower, 25 mile an hour on tracks. That is insane. And then it weighs 30,000 pounds. That's a pretty serious machine. So we thought looking at some of the balers were complicated. Look at the side of this combine. This thing's got like a centrifugal clutch right here on the side of it. I don't want to have to work on this, do you? No. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Have any of you ever seen inside of a combine like this or had to work on it? Right up there in the center is the engine. And it seems like almost everything functions and operates off of belts. I don't know how you would even come up with a design process for something like this. All right. So right here, we're standing next to Full Pull Studios and all that good stuff. They've got a mini mod. It's mini and it's modified. But this right here is like 3,000 horsepower, essentially sitting between your legs. And seeing these things go down the track, jack, insert a clip. So, supercharger on top. These things run on alcohol. It's a little Hemi, I say little Hemi, it's a Hemi engine. Just big, scary horsepower. And they don't have like a 1, 2, or 3-speed transmission. They've got just a centrifugal clutch that just engages, and it's like 100 mile an hour wheel speed. It's insane. Oh look, there's a mini garden tractor right there too. So a lot of you guys know that we have garden tractors really similar to this, but this is a really fine example of probably a 50 cubic inch single cylinder engine that's got mechanical fuel injection on it, and it's probably 100 horsepower single cylinder engine built off a Cub Cadet chassis. Looks like an all custom transmission. You got the 2 gearboxes right there. These things are nasty, and they sound nasty when they run. Crazy. Excuse me, sir, you got any bolts and nuts today?
No way, what are you doing here, brother?
We popped up for the day.
Did you? Oh, you're not too far from here.
No, 3 hours.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, man. I was like, no way, there's Andy over there.
I know, it's like Matt's all over again.
Literally, yeah. Are you coming?
No, I don't think so. We didn't get a lot of bounce from Matt.
Yeah.
The farming industry's crazy, though, dude.
Yeah.
You've been busy, man.
I know, right?
Your channel's doing well.
It's doing really good lately.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
Yeah, you've been all over the place, too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Same thing, different day, you know?
Yeah. Well,
I'll go check
we
it
got you on candid camera.
Oh,
So
you
Andy
do?
has got a Bolts and Nuts YouTube, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do. It's boltsandnuts_com on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We show all our different fasteners and all the crazy things we have going on. So
Cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. So tried and true Hazley machine from our sled pulling days, guys. We bought lots of parts from this. Is a billet aluminum Cummins. And it looks like a billet steel head. Custom 12 valve head. That's wild. Triple Turbski. It's the real deal. 3,000 horsepower plus. So this right here, folks, is what we call a squeeze chute, more commonly as the thing you run your wife down when she's been at the buffet for too long. You squeeze her and say, hey, baby, it's time to stop eating. When you get down here, you can just have your way with her. So I'm starting to notice a lot of automation here between drone, like carrying truck carts, got cameras on the front of it, to drone flying drones. Lots. I mean, there's a lot at this booth right here. X-Ag. Is it carbon fiber or just a polymer or something? But seeing like DJI drones have been here. Look at how they fold up. That's crazy. That's a monster, dude. Let's look at the specs on this thing. It'll pick up 154 pounds. That's wild. So we just got off the phone with the bank. We done signed up today for some mat tracks for the Hellcat. Imagine. Dude, these things are wild. Look at them shocks. They make tracks for everything. These guys are doing marketing the real way. They got see-through tractors. That's crazy. This place, right here where we're standing at, is usually where, like, there's nothing. There's no one here. I did not realize this show was as big as it was. Like, next year we're going to come back and spend, like, the whole week here rather than one day. Because the Mid-America Truck Show stays in the same place right here, and it's never this many people here, or vendors or anything like that. But I guess we forget how big the agriculture industry is. Now that's a serious John Deere engine right there, boys. Turbo there to a turbo on the back. 700 to 908 horsepower. That is insane. What size is it though? 18 liter. Where you at, Cummins? Look at the pump. All this has to do with irrigation systems for farming. Pretty crazy. So we've made a full circle here at the show. This has been a great event to be at for the first time. Next year, we'll definitely have to come and spend all 4 days here so we can talk to everyone, and maybe, who knows, we'll have our own booth here as buytractor.com. I think that'd be really sick. But I wanted to dive into the LS stuff because it looks like we're going to end up being a dealer for these guys. But I wanted to hop in here and check this tractor out firsthand. Being the 100 horsepower tractor, it's got a planetary front axle. A lot of the tractors that are made in Korea don't really mess with the planetary front ends. I'm not sure why, but this one does. And it's really similar to like what Mahendra puts in their tractors and a lot of other manufacturers. So this tractor is $87,000 new, but they have the show special of $80,000. So not sure what the price difference is. Maybe that's dealer cost or something along those lines. I don't know, but very, very nice tractor in here. And there's lots going on. I think they offer like a 32 speed or like a 60 something speed transmission. I need to look into it. I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what it is, but very spacey. Gunner would have a blast riding in the buddy seat with me. I mean, everything's at your fingertips and everything is color coded. A lot of people don't like the colors. They think it's just a little crazy, but they make sense the reason why they do it. But the back window is massive, and I think it's really similar to like the New Holland tractor design. I've always wanted, since I was a little kid, seeing my dad sell new equipment, to be able to sell new tractors one day myself. We may not get to sell the most premier brands, John Deere, stuff like that. But you know what? We got to start somewhere, just like my dad did, selling Mahendra. And the more I look at Mahendra and I'm being around it, they don't have they're not as prestigious of a brand as I maybe thought they were. And being around their tractors, it seems like LS is actually a little bit better built, a better built tractor all the way around, and the customer service is definitely a lot better than Mahendra in my opinion. So yeah, let's check out some of the other tractors here, and comment down below, guys, what do you think about LS Tractors? I know they have a YouTube channel, so you should definitely go check that out and let them know that you watched our video right here. Yeah, go to LS's YouTube, comment, hey, I came here for Bruce Wilson's channel. You should definitely. Well, guys, we're going to end the video off here today. Thanks for everyone that has commented down below so far. If you haven't already, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe if you're new here for our tractor adventure and journey on everything we have going on. But I wanted to stop right here at the end of the show where I thought was the coolest tractor here, simply because of the metallic paint. It's our favorite blue color. But that's it, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.